Oh man, we are gonna get some negative karma for this video. Let's talk today about former Vancouver Canucks forward Evander Kane and ask whether or not it's worth it to bring him back. Oh my gosh, baby, come back. Ay, ay, ay. Evander Kane is in a pretty interesting spot. And normally I would start these videos off by saying, oh, if he signs a contract by the time this video gets public on YouTube, then I apologize. But let's be real, man. This guy ain't signing a contract. He ain't going anywhere, at least not now. And because I said that, that means he's going to sign with, like, the Golden Knights or something by the time this video is public on YouTube. Anyways, the reason we are talking about Evander Kane in this video commentary is because of a post made by the P. It's the good old P on the hockeywriters.com. You see, they made a piece earlier yesterday talking about some Canucks news and rumors, and they sparked the idea of Evander Kane. Two very different Canucks stories are worth watching. One is that Evander Kane is unlikely to return to the team, but he represents a veteran trying to prove he still has something left to give. The other Canucks story is that Braden Coots could represent the type of player Vancouver hopes to build around. Yeah, Braden Coots is pretty good. Kane, though, is trying to earn another NHL chance. Could a motivated Evander Kane still be a valuable NHL gamble? This article says that Kane's time with the Canucks probably did not end in the way that many hometown fans imagined. The Vancouver native returned to the organization with experience, a physical edge, and the kind of power-forward game that has always been difficult to find. But after one season, he now finds himself in an uncertain position, with a PTO potentially being his best path back to the NHL. For the fans who watched him grow up in Vancouver, there will likely be plenty of people hoping he gets one more opportunity. The reality is that Kane is not the same player he was at his peak. He turns 35 in August, and his 2025-2026 season with the Canucks was a mixed bag. He had scored 13 goals and put up 31 points in 71 games, finishing 6th on the team in scoring. He also led Vancouver with 92 penalty minutes, ranked 2nd on the team with 171 shots on goal, and remained one of the forwards trusted with significant 5-on-5 minutes. The production was not what many expected, but there were still signs that he could help the right team in the right role. That is why a motivated Evander Kane could still be an interesting gamble. He is only 2 years removed from a 24-goal season with the Edmonton Oilers, and players with his combination of size, skill, and experience do not simply disappear overnight. Disappear? Is that the right way to say it? I don't know. What's going on here, the P? The question is whether or not Kane can accept a smaller role and prove he remains an effective player. He may not be returning to Vancouver, but there will be Canucks fans cheering for him to find one more chance. Now, honestly, I read that last point and I say, really? Are there going to be a significant portion of Canucks fans who look at Evander Kane and say, man, if I could have one wish, I just wish that Evander Kane has another NHL opportunity. I get that he grew up here in Vancouver, but like the number of people that Evander Kane probably knows and actively people that cheer for him as an athlete in the NHL, what's the percentage of people that live here in this city that do that? I don't know, honestly. Like, just anecdotally speaking, I know some people who knew Evander Kane. My enriched math 10 and pre-cal 11 teacher once taught Evander Kane when he was a student teacher. That's some pretty cool trivia from years ago. But like, the bubble of people that I'm around, and I talk to a decent amount of people in this city, not a ton, but like a normal amount for a normal dude, there's nobody that likes this guy. Every single person, even the ones that were like me a year ago when Evander Kane was acquired from the Edmonton Oilers in that goodness awful trade for that 4th round draft pick. A year ago, when the Canucks acquired this guy, I was actually optimistic. I said, hey, Evander Kane was able to score 44 points in 77 games with the Oilers in 2024. Sure, he missed the entire year that was played afterwards and had half a point a game in the playoffs. Say what you want about conditioning. Is he ready for an 82-game season? Can he continue producing at a decent rate? I was looking at this. I was looking at the fact that he had success at Edmonton. I was looking at the fact that the Oilers fans actually seemed pretty sad that he was going. And I was looking at the fact that this guy, when he comes as advertised, delivers with physicality, goal scoring, skill, and top six grit. I was looking at all of that and saying, you know what? Let's see. I'm actually optimistic for it, and I am optimistic about a lot of Vancouver Canucks things. Maybe blindly so. Maybe it's too much. I've had people in the comment section say that I'm crazy for thinking that things that the Canucks do are actually good. Guess what? I was like low-key defending the Oliver Ekman-Larsson trade when it happened. We made a video on this YouTube channel a decade ago talking about how Louis Eriksson was going to be a great signing for the Canucks. I'm optimistic about this team whenever it does stuff. And a lot of the stuff that they do is ultimately seen to be pretty stupid just a few years down the line. The Evander Kane acquisition, though, this was one of these things where, yeah, you look at 13 goals and 31 points and you say, that's not the worst it could have been. Like, to be fair, if he had produced a lot less, I think the hate for this guy still would have been as strong as it is. But it's the fact that Evander Kane didn't do nearly what folks thought he was going to do when he suited up for the Vancouver Canucks. Oh, he brings a physical edge to his game. Where was that? Like, what are you doing, Evander Kane? Why are you not standing up for your teammates? Your guys are getting pummeled around and pushed around, and Evander Kane is supposed to be the guy to police that. The article said that Evander Kane was second on the team in shots with 171 shots. Well, what the hell was going on there when you get 171 shots and you only score 13 goals on the year? That's like, what, a 7% shooting percentage? Never mind the fact that Evander Kane, when you watched this guy play, the amount of times that he would miss the net when being given clear opportunities for prime scoring chances, it was unbearable. He scored 13 goals and was second on the team in shots, but he could have had way more shots, and the fact that he still was shooting at only 7% is ridiculous for a guy that was supposed to come in on the team and be a top 6 goal scorer. Like, we understand that Kane had some pretty great seasons in the past, you know? He was a multi-time 30-goal guy. He had 24 goals 2 seasons ago. You look at that and you say, yeah, that's fine, but like, the Vancouver Canucks were the worst team in the league. Evander Kane wasn't really doing his part to try to pull them out of it. And now we're looking at articles saying that, yeah, you know, some people are actually cheering for this guy. They want to see him come back into the NHL and establish himself as a consistent goal-scoring threat once again, like he was once upon a time. Could he be an NHL gamble for some team trying to bring him on as a PTO option? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Whether it's with Vancouver, which I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Canucks, with all this intention of building a proper locker room with good personalities and strong leadership, I don't think getting Evander Kane back would be contributing to that cause in any respect. Never mind the fact that there are some pretty impressive young players that Kane would be taking ice time away from should he be brought onto the team. But I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this Evander Kane thing? Is he actually worth bringing back? If you're a team looking for a veteran to be present and physical and scoring goals and all that stuff, is Evander Kane your guy? You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This article is going to be linked in the description as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.